Hi, my name is Andia Mayhew, and today we will be presenting you our company, New Era Communications. Our agenda for today is meet the team members, statement of need, current communications, and last but not least, recommendations. Meet the team. The first person up is me. I'm a senior consultant and I got my master's in business, and I've been with the company for 6 years. My part of the project was the company background. Up next is Dallas Ray and Austin Jones. Dallas has been with the company for 6 years and he got his master's in communications and business. His part of the project was the executive summary and recommendations. Austin Jones is also a senior consultant and he's been with the company for 5 years. He got his master's in business and his part of the project was external communications. Last but not least, the final two is Rochelle Wilkerson and William Sullivan. They are both senior consultants, and Rochelle Wilkerson got her master's in communications and business, and she's been with the company for 8 years. And her part of the project was internal communications. William Sullivan's graduated master in business, and he's been with the company for 7 years, and his part of the project was the statement of need. Now that I presented all my team members, I will be transitioning over to William Sullivan so he can talk more in depth about the company background.
Hi, my name is Camp Sullivan, and this is New Era Communications. Here's a little bit of a background about us. So when we were first started in the year of 2000, we had the idea that we wanted to help students better succeed in their student careers. We did this through new student orientation programs, and we did that to give comprehensive information about all the wonderful resources that we have to offer here on campus. Now, here at New Era Communications, we strive to help every student, faculty member, and even parents as they're trying to transition into this new stage into their student's life. New Era Communications was formed to help promote these events that we try to hold to help these students and to try to evaluate how they're doing in their career. Now, New Era Communications was built also on a foundation of company values and making sure we communicate well with all employees to make sure that we have everything organized and as a well-oiled machine. Our number one goal is to help our students succeed. Thank you. Hi, Camp Sullivan again. This is our statement of need. Now, it is a very difficult thing transitioning into college for your first year. And we here at New Era Communications strive to see how we can better that for everyone. Now, communication is key. So for our department, the way that we communicate with others and within ourselves is very important. And how we do that shows how our students can succeed better. Because how are they supposed to know where events are being held and where workshops are being held if they don't have that information? So in order to remedy this, we have student calendars and flyers that go around on campus and on the student website if need be, so all students can have this information and so they can do better their first year in school. Now also, we have programs where we can test how well our other programs and events are actually working. So beforehand, when we went to other schools and we saw how well their students were doing, we started implementing our programs to help them. And through vigorous training for our employees, they have been taught how to better communicate with students on a more personal level. That way they get the individualized attention that they need. Just ways that can help them succeed financially, and ways that can help them succeed academically and even emotionally. We want to make sure that they are doing as well as they can their first year into college.
Hello, me and Austin are going to talk about the internal and external communications and current communications that your company uses to reach out to students. Also, ways to improve current communications. The current internal communications are flyers, emails, and text messages. Flyers have always been an old-fashioned way of getting information out there. If you look around your campus, you'll see flyers on bulletin boards, windows, bathroom stalls, just everywhere. But with the increased use of cell phones, flyers tend to become less useful because the increased use of cell phones and people looking at their phone rather than looking at the bulletin board that's posted with information that regards, campus events and different things that are going on. Emails is another means of communication that your department uses. Using these emails is very good to get to the mass part of the students because students are always checking emails for personal reasons and for school purposes. And with email, it's easy for universities to communicate quickly when they're using emails around campus. Text messaging is another form of internal communication that your university uses. At most universities, text messaging system is used for, storms, power outages, even when there's events such as a school shooting. It's easy to get the message out there, and since people are always looking at their phone, it's easy for the student to receive the text message and the event that is happening.
New Era Communication focuses on communicating with our students externally via flyers, emails, automated phone calls, and text messages. We use flyers to strategically capture the attention of our students and faculty. Flyers allows us to constantly remind our students and faculty of important deadlines, campus and school events, and also student organizations. Emails are the most effective solutions in regards to reaching and connecting with our fellow students and also faculty, keeping everyone up to date with the latest news and trends that the school has going on at a given time. While with our automatic phone calls and text messages, we focus on reaching out to our students and faculty individually due to the fact that emails does sometimes get overlooked. The strengths of the organizational era consist of our ability to reach out to our students, to motivate them to get involved and participate in upcoming activities or events. As far as our weaknesses goes, we can definitely continue to improve our methods with communicating with our students to make sure we are doing everything in our power to get information to every UWG student. There are opportunities such as school news that can be displayed on repeat on our UWG TVs, university newspapers, and to much more expand our organization throughout the university. Threats towards our organizations are at a very minimum. As an organization, we have to continue to excel with communicating with our students to make sure our organization continues to stay reliable and relevant, which will keep us running and gives us a purpose for our students.
In any business, communication is a huge part of its success. New Era Communications is top of the line consulting company in the West Georgia region. We make sure our consulting specialists, along with our services, are top of the line. After meeting with your Department of New Student Services, we have come up with 3 sections of communication that can be improved. Your first section is the company's image. One thing that could be improved with your company's image would be your company or department logo. Now, this could be just a simple change to the design that has more appeal to the younger generation. Something maybe brighter, newer, something that sticks out. Something as small as this can lead in a big change in your department's activity with the student body. The second thing would be with your advisors wearing company or department shirts with the department's logo along with their name. This is so when your advisors are not inside the department office or maybe walking around campus, that other students can identify them along with the department they're in, ultimately spreading the word about your department. The second section would be student involvement. Now, to increase student involvement, one good idea would be to spread flyers or posters about your department's, what it has to offer to the new students coming in, as far as helping them find clubs and programs that they would be interested in to help them connect better at UWG. Also, along with this, you can set up booths and tables, maybe having fundraisers for new student programs, having cash prizes for students who raise the most money for these programs or possible trips. And you would want to put these flyers, posters in like booths and tables in areas where there's a lot of student activity, such as the East Commons dining hall. There could be the UCC, maybe in the quad or even at the gym. Now, the last section of communication would be y'all's external communication. This can be improved by, I know y'all already send out emails, but sending out more would not hurt at all. Maybe boosting that email activity from maybe 1 email to student a month to maybe 2 a week. That way that students aren't missing any information or missing emails that they might not have seen, but instead they're constantly being informed about the new student programs and what it has to offer for them. Another good idea would be to create a social media page for your department. Social media is a huge part of this generation. It's how they communicate pretty much with anybody through multiple platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook would be a good one, and stuff like that. Without proper image, student involvement, and external communication, a company, or in your case, your department, can fall behind its competition, ultimately leading in less credibility over time without that department's student involvement. The department needs to implement these ideas in chance of increasing its student activity and ultimately the success in its department. In closing, we at New Era Communications would like to say it has been an honor and a privilege to work with the Department of New Student Programs at the University of West Georgia. We have no doubt that our tips and recommendations for your department will help improve your department's success. Here at New Era Communications, we are confident that our team of consulting specialists have provided the best recommendations possible in terms of helping your department improve its overall image, student involvement, and external communication skills. We expect your student involvement to double in activity within the next 2 years as long as these recommendations we have provided are implemented correctly. If your department sees any apparent issues with these recommendations or strategies that we have provided, then don't be afraid to contact us so that we may discuss and work out a solution. Issues with our recommendations could result in a service discount or even a full refund if activity of your department does not increase within the next year. If your department has any questions or concerns, then feel free to contact our office at 321-976-0853, or you can email us at www.neweracommunications.org. Thank you for choosing New Era for your consulting needs. A lot of companies ask us, why would working with your company be the best choice for us? I tell them it's because here at New Era Communications, our specialists take their time and put forth their best effort and quality when it comes to helping our clients succeed. We specialize in internal and external forms of business communication. We make sure that all aspects of your business have been well analyzed, along with the people you do business with, in terms of giving your company the best tips and advice it needs in order to boost its communication skills and raise business activity. But ultimately, at New Era, we truly care about respecting and taking care of the people we do business with, resulting in top quality results for your company.
The question asks, what would you think would be the most effective use of communication different from the ones that we already use? Automatic voicemails will be a great alternative due to modern timing, and everyone basically carries cell phones. Automatic voicemails are convenient and great to use at a later time if you happen to be busy at a particular time. New Era is all about making sure our students and faculty are provided with the newest updates in school and campus events.
So, what kind of setbacks can we run into using these recommendations? That's a good question. Well, you see, the thing is that through New Era Communications programs and our testing, we actually can see when our programs or anything else starts going wrong, and we're able to pinpoint exactly where it's going wrong so we can fix it. Some other setbacks we might come into is budget cuts, especially with West Georgia, with $3 million being out of budget. With that, we would just have to probably find new ways to implement our programs and to help students succeed, such as with communicating. With that, budget cuts aren't really going to affect us, because when a student has a question, they can go online and they can just ask it, and we have our employees on call and on service, so they're able to answer their questions whenever need be. Thank you for your time.
The next question that we received, do you believe these recommendations will set us apart from other departments at universities? Yes, I do believe these recommendations will set you apart from other universities. Also, I do believe that it will also catch you up with other universities that might have more student participation. With the research that we have done in the different ways of communications that other universities do, you pretty much do the same thing, but it's just a way that they do it. And we are here to get to the point where we are at the top and making your university different than any other university, not only catching up to what they do, but doing things 10 times better to make your department stand out more at this university, which will attract more students to want to come here.